What's going on, boys? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how I got rid of my skinny fat physique with this simple 3-step protocol. And if you're wondering why you should be listening to this Filipino kid on your screen right now, this is how I used to look like, fat, out of shape. I hated myself, lacked confidence, lacked energy, and I hated going to the beach. And this is me now. I find each and every single reason to take off my shirt, and I'm improving my physique each and every single day, all right? And this is the little 3-step protocol. You eat less calories, lift more, and eat more protein, or eat your protein goal, okay? And if you guys really love this video, connect with me on Instagram. This is my Instagram right here. And if you really want to work with me one-on-one, I'll help you achieve your dream physique. Just book a call with me down below. All you have to do is answer a few questions. It's going to be down below in the description, all right? So first thing is eat less calories, right? Eating less calories is just a simple way to say, go within a fucking calorie deficit, all right? This is me before when I first started off with my fitness journey. I didn't know if I should bulk up, cut down, or lose weight, build muscle, all of that jazz, right? Is that a saying? All of that jazz, all right. So that's how I look like. And I was told to eat big so you can get big, but I just got fat, as you can see right here. This was me 1 year into lifting. Do I look like I'm in shape? No, I do not look like I'm in shape. Why do I look like that? And this is me now after finding out and actually applying the 3-step protocol. As you can see, my chest is more defined, my muscles are popping out more. And you might not believe me, but I weigh 10 pounds lighter in this picture than I did in this picture right here, all right? So truth is, if you're skinny fat, all that means is you have fat to lose and muscle needed to be built. Meaning you need to be within a caloric deficit or calorie deficit. And here's a simple equation for your calories. You take your body weight in pounds and times it by 12. That's going to put you within a slight calorie deficit that you could stick to for about a couple of weeks or maybe a month or two. And if your body weight ever stays the same and your weight plateaus, what you want to do again is take your body weight in pounds and times it by 10. That's going to put you within a bigger calorie deficit. And just for example, with me, I weigh 150 pounds right now, and you times that by 10, guess what? I'm Asian, simple math, boom, 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 1,500 calories, right? So 1,500 calories. If I eat that much calories, I promise you I'm going to be shredding body fat. But I'm not trying to become like 7% lean. I want to hit around the 10% lean type of body range. So what I'm doing right now is I'm sticking within a slight calorie deficit, right? The reason why most people are gaining weight and losing their abs is simply because they're within a caloric surplus, right? Calories are just going to determine your body weight. If you eat more calories than your body burns, you're going to gain weight. If you eat the same amount of calories that your body needs to maintain, that's a calorie maintenance, your body's going to stay the same weight. Excuse me. And if you eat less calories, obviously you're going to lose weight, right? And if you have fat to lose, you need to be within a calorie deficit. I don't care what you say. If you're going to say, well, I need to build muscle, I'll teach you exactly how you could do that. I'll teach you exactly how you could lose the fat and build muscle at the same time. So that's the first thing you got to understand is eat less calories, right? And use the simple equation right here. It'll help you a lot. The second thing you have to start doing is lift more. In a simple way, it's just called progressive overload. If you're not lifting more than last week, how do you even expect to grow more muscle, right? Progressive overload is just a simple but effective way to grow muscle. If you feel like you haven't been building as much muscle, you feel like your lifts are not getting as stronger, it's simply because you're not doing what's called progressive overload. How do you it's just like a video game, right? It's like leveling up in a video game. I play Fortnite, I crack 90s, I'm the best. You guys are not better than me, right? But each level gets a tiny bit tougher, and that's exactly how you get stronger. So how can we relate video games into, getting in shape and going to the gym? So here's how you can do progressive overload, right? You track your lifts with either your notebook, you grab a piece of paper, whatever you want to, and you track your lifts, right? Obviously, you track your reps, weight, and your sets. you could use a notebook, or you could also download the free Strong app online, and that's what I do. It's so much easier. I don't want to be walking around the gym with a big notebook on my hand, right? So from now on, what I want you to do is log all of your workouts. Each and every single workout that you do, you log it, right? Most people that are into business, they say, I track my analytics, I track my data, all of that. But when they try to get in shape, they don't track anything. And how do you even expect to improve if you're not tracking anything, right? I'm Asian. Of course I'm gonna track everything, okay? So the key point is each week, you either have to increase your sets, reps, or weight, right? And that's how you do progressive overload in the most simple way, right? So for example, this week I did, let's say, bench press for 135 pounds for 8 reps, right? 8 reps for 3 sets, plus 3 sets, right? So let's say this week I did 135 pounds for 8 reps with 3 sets. Obviously, the next week I'm gonna want to do either 140 pounds for 6 reps, right? I could do 140 pounds for 6 reps, and that means I progressively overloaded because I added more weight. But what if you can't add more weight? You can, whoa, what's going on? If you can't add more weight, then you add the reps, right? You would do 135 pounds for 8 reps. And if you did that for the next week, you progressive, oh, sorry, I meant 10 reps. And if you did that for the next week, that means you added more reps, meaning you progressively overloaded, meaning you are building more muscle, okay? The more you lift, the more weight you push, you're building more muscle, okay? And let's say you can't increase the weight, you can't increase the reps, just add another set, right? Add another set. And I promise you guys, if you just do this each and every single week, I promise you, you'll feel so much stronger, so much better, and you'll start to finally look in the mirror and be like, wow, I'm building some biceps, I'm building a nice chest that I'm proud of, right? That's a simple progressive overload, the simple equation for doing progressive overload, right? Let's just go over what we covered. We calorie deficit to lose weight and to lose the fat. And obviously you don't want to end up skinny fat, so you have to lift more and do progressive overload so you could build more muscle, okay? And last but not least, you eat more protein so you could build and maintain your muscle mass, right? There's no point. There's no point of doing all this work like tracking your lifts, going to the gym, if you're not even hitting your protein intake, right? So here's a simple equation for your protein goal if you're trying to lose weight and put on muscle, okay? You take your body weight in pounds and you times it by 1. Simple math, I'm about 150 pounds. I might weigh less or a little more. I haven't checked my weight in a while, but you take your body weight in pounds, you times it by 1. For example, for me, 150 times 1. What is that? Oh, it's so fucking hard. 150 grams of protein, okay? And for, bigger people, if you're a little bit bigger and maybe you weigh like 200 plus pounds and your goal weight is 180 pounds, you would take your goal weight instead and times it by 1, and that would be your protein goal. And if you're wondering how exactly can I track my workout, if you're wondering how exactly can I track my protein and my calories, you could use this free app. It's called MyFitnessPal. That's what I personally use. And obviously, you don't take a picture of your food and ask AI. That's gonna be very inaccurate. What you wanna do is grab a food scale, you weigh your food cooked, okay? Most people, they weigh their food raw, and I don't really like it that way because, I don't really like weighing my food raw simply because there's gonna be some water weight on it and it's not gonna be as accurate as weighing the food cooked. On MyFitnessPal, there's gonna be some sort of like title on it. It should show raw or cooked food, and make sure you choose cooked food if you're weighing it when you finish cooking, right? You could use the MyFitnessPal to track your calories, or simply use the Notes app built in your phone to just track your calories. You take a look at the nutrition label, see how much servings you used, and just track through the notes. But there's honestly no point of doing this. I would say just use the MyFitnessPal, right? And yeah, boys, that's the simple 3-step protocol that you could start doing today in order to get in shape, right? And like I said, boys, if you're having a hard time getting rid of that skinny fat physique, or you're trying to get in shape and you want to look like how I look like right now, just book a call with me down below, man. I'll help you lose weight, put on muscle, and I'll do all the tracking for you. I don't track, my clients don't have to track their calories at all. All they have to do is eat. And if you have any questions about that and what exactly I do, just check out my Instagram, Christian is Fit, and I'll connect with you from there. Shoot me a message, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys have a good one. Subscribe or not if you want to. That would be really helpful. If not, then I'll probably pop up on your feed again. And you guys have a good one. Peace out, boys.